Up next from Le Waffle, these are so fantastic. You are bringing home 9 of these waffles. They are going to be in your choice of flavor though. So do you want the original, the blueberry, the strawberry, or a combo? And if you are going to have the combo pack, I believe it's going to be 3 of each one. $39 is your QVC price. Your easy pay is $13 a month. Comes to $4.33 each to bring these at home. They're all individually packaged, so it's really easy to be able to get them home, to store them, to open them up one at a time as you want to take them out of maybe your freezer or out of your pantry to have them. M134721 is your item number. These were made new just a few weeks ago, and Lisa Brady is bringing this here to us. Lisa, so nice to see you, and thank you so much for bringing these.
Oh, thank you, Justin. It's so good to be in your show. Thanks for having me.
Yeah, nice to have you.
You know, I'm so excited to be here because this is not only a great breakfast, but it's also a great lunch. It's a great dinner. It's a great snack that we're bringing to you from Le Waffle. But so it was about 26 years ago, 27 years ago, that the owner, Michel, brought Le Waffle, which is his old world Belgian waffle, to a farmer's market in Monterey, California. And now, because it was so popular, you can find this at the most prestigious events, like the biggest football game of the year, the biggest golf championship of the year, and even on first class in some airlines. So I love that it's all prepackaged, like you were saying, so you can just take one, you know, put it in your bag. And because these are going to keep, you know, good for you 12 weeks on your counter and 12 months in your freezer, you don't have to worry about finding it in your bag like weeks after you put it in there. It's going to be the perfect snack at any time.
It most certainly will. I'm thinking like to use this for chicken and waffles. How good would that be? And have a dinner meal out of this would be perfect. For breakfast, this would be fantastic, of course. But also to be able to have this as that little midday snack, that little pick-me-up. There's so many reasons to be able to bring this home. You're going to fall in love with it. M134721 is your item number. It comes to less than $5 each. Actually, $4.33 is what you would pay. And you're going to choose between the original, the blueberry, the strawberry, or the combo. Now, can you walk us, Lisa, through each one of those flavors?
Sure, I would love to. Well, first of all, you're going to see they're very thick, okay? They're also moist and they're soft and delicious. But look at the size of this. I mean, it's literally as big as my hand. So you may have to you might have to cut the tip off to fit them in your toaster, but these are also perfect in your air fryer and in your countertop oven. So this one here, this is the original. And again, it's that sweet brioche dough, which is soft and fluffy and delicious. And then what's really special about it is we import our pearl sugar from Belgium, okay? And that's what helps to make it that golden brown, crispy. You do not need any toppings when you're eating Le Waffle because they're already super sweet. So just imagine, a lot of waffles start with a liquid batter, right? Ours do not. We don't use any liquid batter. It's actually a dough. Okay, and we bake that dough for you so it's perfectly cooked, and all you have to do is heat it up or just open it in the package. But that was the original.
And Lisa, why is that important, the dough? Can we just talk about that for a second?
Sure.
How is that different?
Because so when you make waffles at home, right? You use some powder, you know, or flour, depending on how you're making it, right? But it's always a liquid batter that you're putting into your waffle iron or, you know, whatever kind of a waffle maker you're using. Now, when you use a dough, okay, and it's actually a special dough, it's a yeasted brioche dough, it completely changes the texture, it completely changes the flavor of what you're getting, right? So that sweet brioche dough is going to take your waffle to the next level. Now, this is the blueberry, and you can just take a look. Look at all the blueberries that you're finding in there, all right? This is the original sweet brioche dough and that imported pearl sugar. And then what we did is we add fresh, plump, sweet, whole vine ripened blueberries for that added sweetness. And don't forget, these are all fully cooked. So all you have to do is heat it up if you want it warm and eat it up. And that's all you have to do. We've done all the work for you.
I love that you've taken all the guesswork out of it for us. Let's talk about how this comes home. They're individually packaged. Are they frozen? Are they fresh? Do we store them in the freezer? Do we put them in the cabinet? How do we care for them?
Nope. So it's going to come home to you in this individually wrapped package. And all you have to do is leave it on your countertop, and it will keep for 12 weeks on your counter.
Wow.
If you like, you're more than welcome to put them in your freezer. They'll keep about 12 months, provided you hide them. Because let me tell you something, when my kids come over, they're both out of the house. The first thing they go and look for is, Mom, got any La Waffle? And I have to hide them so that my husband and I can eat them. But I usually do give them some as well. And I also order these and have them stocked up in their freezers as well. But yeah, so that's how it's going to come. And then our last flavor, Justin, if I may show you, is the strawberry. So the strawberry, again, it's that sweet brioche dough and that imported pearl sugar. So you're going to see that. And then what we've done is we have 100% aromatic, natural, delicious strawberry puree that we import from Belgium as well. So it's really, what we did is we tried to make sure that we were using only the best ingredients. And that's why we've actually imported it from Belgium, as well as the pearl sugar, because we wanted to give you the absolute best. We didn't want to skimp. We didn't want to just buy some cheap, strawberry puree and just put it in there. We wanted to import it from Belgium to give you the absolute best flavor you will absolutely love. La Waffle will be, without a doubt, the best waffle, I promise you, that you will ever eat.
Well, we love that you were importing them from Belgium, all of these different ingredients. That strawberry, by the way, super limited. And Carrie, how many are left there? 125? We're going to double check. But it's
okay.
120 that are left in that strawberry flavor if you want to bring that one at home. This is $39 and you're getting 9 of them. That's $4.33 each. The shipping is free. $13 on an easy payment. Think about the different lunches and brunches that maybe you're going to be hosting that you may want to put some of these out. You have a couple different flavor options. The original, if you want that one, there's 250 that remain there. We have the blueberry option with 190 that remain, strawberry at 120. And then the combo, that's gonna be your best bet if you wanna bring that one at home. That's gonna have 3 of each. Now, everybody is going for the combo right now. Everybody wants to have a little taste of every single flavor that's here. And why not? Why not give them a try and see? It is on free shipping and handling. It was new this month, made available just about 11 days ago, and super popular since it has been. Let's talk about that sugar though that's through there, because that is a real difference. I used to go to this hotel when I was traveling for work up to Canada, and they would make waffles, and they weren't as thick as this. They weren't like a Belgian waffle, but they had these little morsels of sugar in it. It was my favorite thing. I ordered it every time I went to the hotel, and it was the only place I could ever get them. And when I saw that these were on, I was like, oh my gosh, the waffle that I love to go to and I would wait for in Toronto, now all of a sudden I can bring it at home. Tell us about the sugar that's in this.
Yeah, so again, this is imported from Belgium, okay? And it's called pearl sugar. And if you just take a look at my hand, look at the size of this pearl sugar. I mean, it is pretty big. So what's special about that is that it has a very high melting point. So when we put this in, and again, don't forget, it's not a liquid batter, it's a dough, a yeasted brioche dough. When we fold this into our dough and then we bake our waffles, the sugar does not completely melt. All right, and that's what gives our waffles, La Waffle, a unique, sweet, caramelized, crunchy texture, because it doesn't melt all the way. So you can even see here on some of the waffles, you're gonna see some of those chunks of that sugar, right? So what I love about that is when you actually go to eat it, sometimes you bite in and you get a little crispy pearl sugar, and I love that. So imagine if you were making, let's say you were doing, whether it's a liquid batter or a yeasted brioche dough, let's say you were using a yeasted brioche dough. If you had granulated sugar, as soon as you put that in and you start kneading the dough, right away it's just going to dissolve, right? Because they're so tiny. But when you have these large pearl sugar, it doesn't dissolve. And so that's why you're going to see some chunks of that sugar on your waffle. Even after you heat it up yourself, you're still going to see that. But that's what, again, we import these from Belgium, and then we gently fold them in so that we are giving you the absolute best waffle experience.
Right.
So whether it's for breakfast or like I honestly, on Mother's Day last year, I came home and had a La Waffle as my dessert because we were all sitting out for dinner, and I said, they were all like, oh, what do we want to get for dessert? We got to get dessert. And I said, you know what, I'll be honest, I'd like to go home and just have a La Waffle. And that's what I had for dessert for Mother's Day.
Well, I mean, how could you go wrong with that? It's absolutely perfect. It's that sweetness. You've got the flavor from the berries of your choice. And the nice thing with this too is I feel like so often, especially if you've gotten a waffle before that you have to put into the toaster oven, they come frozen at the grocery store, and there's popular brands with that. You drench it in maple syrup because you want the sweetness. I mean, it just doesn't have the flavor profile that this does. With this, you don't need anything. Maybe a little powdered sugar if you want to, but it's already sweet as it is. You can just take this right out, open it up, and enjoy. There's a reason why first class airlines use this. There's a reason why when you go to the biggest game of football that you're gonna find this there. When you go to the biggest tournament in golf, this is one of the snacks that you're gonna get at the concession stand. It's M134721. Now this is $39, but keep in mind you're bringing 9 of these to your house, and you're doing so with free shipping and handling. $13 is your easy pay, and you've got a choice in options here with the flavors. You can bring it home in the original, which would just be original, normal flavored waffle, still having that sugary sweetness to it. And how many remain, Care? 220 remain in the original. You could bring it home in the blueberry, 165 there. The strawberry option with 100 now, and the combo is gonna be your best bet. Plus, I want the combo because I want to try each and every one of them. Lisa, I will tell you, it's been very hard to watch you with all of these, knowing that I can't just bite into it. But I think I'm actually relieved because I probably would have eaten 9 of them in this airing. I just wouldn't have been able to stop. So good to see you. Thanks for being here.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Justin. Take care. Have a great night, and good luck Saturday.
Thank you so much. We're very, very excited. This would be perfect in like the groom suite on Saturday to have. That would be a nice little snack. A wedding favor. Carrie Lynch, our producer, is saying that because she's going to be at the wedding, so she just wants to walk away with this. Isn't that right, Care? Okay, they look so good. I mean, we were both over here like salivating watching this. Okay, M134721. If you want to pick that up. Okay, I've been waiting for this moment the entire show. I'm a big fan.